Today, we're living through a pandemic and things have really changed. When I leave my house, I grab my keys, phone, purse, hand sanitizer, and mask. It's crazy to think that I would have to wear a mask outside of the hospital on a daily basis. The majority of businesses in my area require you to wear a mask before entering. Most of the naysayers will complain that masks are stupid, masks don't protect us. We're only wearing this so people feel comfortable. It doesn't do anything. I can't breathe in my mask. These complaints are unfounded and often a subject of comfort instead of looking at evidence-based statistics. Is it fun to wear a mask day in and day out? Is it convenient to remember to leave your house with a face covering? Can it be frustrating when you walk halfway toward an establishment and realize you forgot your mask inside your car? These answers are obvious, but the debate is not about convenience. It's about safety for yourself, your loved ones, and the people around you. What if I told you masks do protect us from COVID-19, and by wearing a mask and practicing social distancing, not only can you protect yourself, but you can protect others as well. So first, a little background on COVID-19. COVID-19 is a new strand of the coronavirus that we're still learning about. Symptoms of COVID-19 can be mild to severe. Symptoms include a mild cough, fever, diarrhea, mild respiratory distress, body aches, headache, and often accompanied by a loss of taste and smell. The more severe cases really affect the respiratory system and cause shortness of breath, confusion, pain in the chest, and the inability to stay awake, and even death. So how is it spread? It's an airborne virus that's usually spread person to person by droplet transmission. When an infected person talks, sneezes, coughs, or breathes, they expel respiratory droplets that transport the virus from the infected to the unaffected person. The unaffected person can inhale these droplets and become infected. The scary thing about COVID-19 is some people can be infected and not show symptoms and spread the virus. That's more of a reason for everyone to wear a mask. Even though you may not be displaying any signs or symptoms, you very well could be a host of the virus. It's better to be safe than sorry. Why risk the potential to spread the virus just because the virus may not be affecting you? It could very well put others like the elderly or those predisposed to respiratory complications in danger just because you felt it wasn't necessary to wear a mask. So why a mask? 50% of those spreading the virus are pre-symptomatic or asymptomatic, which makes wearing a mask more important. You should not wait until you aren't feeling well to decide to wear your face covering. This should be a conscious decision you make every day. Masks help both parties involved as they help reduce the spread of the infection as well as the inhalation of the uninfected person. The numbers of those truly infected is a hot button topic for another date, but the CDC states that upwards toward 80% of particles transmission can be blocked by wearing a simple cloth mask face covering. These numbers are enough for me to err on the side of caution. So COVID-19 has forced us to change our everyday routine, as I stated earlier. But as it continues to rear its ugly head, it's forced a lot of people to reschedule important events and holiday plans as well. This is just an unfortunate reality we have to face. But for those who have not taken this virus so seriously and not followed the CDC recommendations, their special events have become deadly. For example, in Maine, a couple decided to continue with their wedding plans despite the pandemic. These decisions to go through with the wedding resulted in hundreds in 177 people being hospitalized and 7 people dying, spanning over a 100-mile radius due to the lack of social distancing and face covering techniques that day, may have been memorable for a much better reason. So in conclusion, I tell that story, and I'm making this speech not to scare anyone or make waves, but to explain how simple it is to reduce the risk of infection to you and everyone around you. Masks, fun or not, have been proven to make the world a safer place as we navigate these unprecedented times. As I said before, have you told me a year ago that bringing my mask with me would become a second nature as my keys are wallet, I would have said you were crazy. But we've all had to adapt to these times. I know it's inconvenient to wear a mask. It may be hot, it may make it harder to breathe, but if it helps to save even one life, is it not worth the inconvenience? Thank you.